A mortar is a compact, high-angle howitzer used to lob shells onto targets out of direct line of sight. Mortars are ideal for mountainous terrain and trench assaults where flat trajectory guns struggle. Let's start with the mortar's basic structure: barrel, base plate, and bipod or mount. The barrel is a smooth tube that guides the shell until it exits under pressure. Steady tone. The base plate spreads recoil and holds the weapon steady during firing. A bipod or mounting allows elevation and lateral aiming adjustments. Together, these parts make a light, transportable indirect fire weapon. Smooth flow. Now, the mortar shell, a compact, fin-stabilized projectile with a fuse and propellant increments. Shell fins stabilize flight so the round follows a predictable arc to the target. Inside the shell is the explosive charge and a fuse mechanism that determines how it detonates. Many mortars use modular augmenting charges wrapped around the shell body to change range. Adding or removing these charges changes the muzzle velocity and therefore the range. Fewer charges mean less range and less muzzle energy. With all augmenting charges attached, an 80 mm mortar's maximum range can reach about 6 kilometers. Loading a mortar is simple but requires discipline. Drop the round into the muzzle carefully and consistently. At the bottom of the barrel sits the firing pin, a small but critical component. When the shell strikes the firing pin, the fuse detonator is triggered and the propellant ignites. The burning charge produces high-pressure gas that propels the shell out of the barrel. The base plate resists that explosion pressure and prevents excessive movement of the weapon. A properly seated base plate greatly improves accuracy and repeatability. If the base plate is loose or on soft ground, the mortar can shift and rounds will miss. Crews often dig or use sandbags under the plate to stabilize it on soft or uneven terrain. Aiming is done by changing elevation on the bipod and adjusting traverse with handholds or sights. Small sight errors multiply over long ranges, so careful setup is essential. The augmenting charges are removable, so crews can tailor range quickly in the field. This modularity makes mortars flexible for close support or longer interdiction fires. The 81 mm mortar is a common infantry support weapon, balancing portability and firepower. Its casualty radius is roughly 40 meters, so safe employment and target selection matter. Now let's explain the impact fuse settings found on many mortar shells. At the front of the shell, there's a dial to set the fuse to different modes. The PRX marking means proximity. The fuse arms and detonates when within about 30 cm to 2 m of the target. Proximity bursts are used to maximize fragmentation effect over troops or soft targets. NSB stands for near surface burst and triggers at less than 30 cm from the ground or structure. Near surface bursts are effective for spreading fragments just above the ground for maximum lethality. IMP is impact mode. The round detonates on contact with the target or surface. Impact is useful when you need a point detonation on hard targets or slopes. DLY means delay. The fuse waits about zero point 0.5 seconds after impact before detonating. Delay allows penetration before detonation. Useful against light structures or fortifications. Choosing the correct fuse mode dramatically changes the round's battlefield effect. Mortar crews must match fuse selection to the target, terrain, and desired effects. Safety checks before firing include clearing the area, checking the base plate, and verifying fuse settings. Miswired or badly set fuses and damaged shells are dangerous. Always follow handling protocols. Mortars can be set up quickly and relocated fast, which helps survive counter-battery fire. In mountains, steep angles let mortars reach enemies on slopes and behind ridge lines. In trench fights, mortars drop rounds directly into enemy positions where direct fire can't reach. The trade-offs are limited armor penetration and the need for trained crews for accurate fire. Regular maintenance, cleaning the barrel, inspecting the firing pin and base plate keeps the weapon reliable. Training to load, aim, and set fuses quickly makes mortar teams far more effective under stress. To recap, mortars are portable howitzers. Their range varies with augmenting charges, and fuse settings control detonation effects.